one contender for the Wildkat Sports Championship.
Making his way to the ring from Stone Island, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the Stone Titan, Edrin Stone.
Now, Sammy, tell me about Edge Stone, because looking at him, he's got the blend of everything, the power, the agility, a high-velocity arsenal. This guy has it all.
Edge Stone, if you built a pro wrestler from the ground up, it would look exactly like the Stone Titan, a former Wildkat Sports Revolution champion, poised to be the face of Wildkat Wrestling. But talk about a tough task here tonight at Bayou Beatdown.
Quite possibly the most daunting challenge of the promising career of Edge Stone is about to make his way to the ring.
You talk about dominance, you talk about competition, but most importantly, you talk about intimidation. Who is more intimidating than this man?
To the ring.
There is no strap of gold that Moose hasn't held in TNA. Certain future first ballot Hall of Famer.
300 pounds. Representing the system, he is the one, he is the only, he is the man they call Moose.
A three-time world champion, two-time grand champion, X-Division champion. There really isn't anything Moose hasn't done in his career in a TNA ring.
He's got the size, he's got the power, but unexpectedly, he's got the athleticism.
Yes.
But if anybody can match the power and that unexpected athleticism, it's Moose's opponent here tonight at Bayou Beatdown in the Stone Titan, Edge Stone.
It's also very rare that Moose stands eye to eye with his opponent. That is the case with Edge Stone, although certainly a bit of a power advantage and a size advantage goes to Moose.
Nice show of respect here at the beginning between Moose and Edge Stone. Well, hey, and someone who knows Edge Stone very well, Johnny, we're being joined once again by Hardbody Chris Harper. Harper, I see you back out here. You're here to scout your former talent in Edge Stone here?
Well, look, everyone's always talking about Moose, and he's a big football player and all that. But Edrin Stone, he played at Nicholls State, so he's a bit of an athlete himself. And I think the people who are just seeing Stone for the first time, they're going to be very surprised at how well Edrin Stone is in the professional wrestling ring.
I was about to say, Edge Stone has proven to be very elusive for someone his size, but right there ran in to 300 pounds of Moose. Beautiful leapfrog, though, and a drop kick lands square for Edge Stone. Good start early on, Mr. Harper. This has to be the start that you're looking for if you're Edge Stone.
Well, look, you cannot look past someone like Edrin Stone. He is a pure athlete. There is nothing weak about this man.
Oh, but he wasted time there, and Moose makes him pay.
You know, the only thing that I've ever said that the only X factor, that's the only hole in Edge Stone's game. My God, look at the vertical leap. Big crossbody off the top. Cover here from Stone, and God, 2 count only. The only hole in Stone's game is that lack of experience. But I mean, he is closing in that hole year after year, match after match. There's a reason why Edge Stone is a former Wildkat Revolution champion, a former Reality of Wrestling heavyweight champion.
Not to mention the the jaw-dropping vertical leap that we just saw Edge Stone execute. Truly amazing, and taking down Moose on the outside.
We talked about the athleticism earlier tonight by the now former Revolution champion Nate Bradley. Edge Stone puts everybody he steps in the ring with to shame. Who has a better vertical leap? Who is more athletic? Who is more impressive than Edge Stone, who's clearing some fans out of the way, and I do not like this.
And Sammy, you have to believe that the Brian Kendrick is watching this match closely as the Wildkat heavyweight champion.
It was an absolute hoss fight between Edge Stone and Ruthless Brian Davidson. Edge Stone was able to defeat Davidson to become the new #1 contender. We know that Stone has a date with the Brian Kendrick for the Wildkat Sports Championship. But is Stone going to make it? Not if Moose has anything to say for it.
And look, Mr. Harper, that's twice now that Ed Stone took a little bit too long getting caught up in the moment, and both times Moose has executed, made him pay.
Yeah, just like what Sammy said, the only weak spot when it comes to Stone is he's not the most experienced. But look at this again, right into that guardrail.
And this is the kind of game plan. This is the kind of offense that Moose is all about. He's very methodical. He's so intelligent. He wears down his opponents. But of course, he's got one-punch knockout power.
Yeah, and the referees count us up, and you can see Stone wincing in pain on the outside. Hate for this matchup to get thrown out like this. One of the most anticipated matchups here at the Bayou Beatdown on OnlyWrestlers.com was between these two horses of Moose and Ed Stone. But there you see, Stone Titan is up to his feet. There's a lot of fight left in Ed Stone.
But you can see the wind has been completely taken out of the sails of Ed Stone after being sent into the barricade full speed 2 times in a row. And now Moose could be looking to put away Ed Stone early.
Ed Stone's got to pick his moments.
There we go.
Just like that. Ed Stone can't slow down on the gas. But oh my God, look at that. It might be all over right there.
Moose, center of the ring, into the cover after the power bomb. And Ed Stone finds a way to stay alive. My God, I don't think Ed Stone has ever been tossed down hard like that.
No, Ed Stone, he's in trouble right now. I think maybe, unfortunately, Stone may have looked past Moose.
I mean, you talk about power. I don't think anyone has manhandled Ed Stone like that. Moose just lifting Ed Stone with ease.
Moose, one of the most powerful and well-rounded athletes, quite frankly, in the history of professional wrestling. 6-year career in the NFL, and seamlessly made the transition from the gridiron to the ring. It has truly been nothing but success for Moose throughout his career.
I mean, you've seen how much he has dominated the entire locker room at TNA, now dominating Only Wrestlers. And is he going to dominate the #1 contender for the Wildkat Championship?
And you talk about history. Moose, as the X Division champion.
Whoa.
The X Division was not made for people his size, yet he still won the X Division title as Ed Stone looking to rebound here, getting a bit of a second win, charging in the corner, trying to hoist up the 300-pound Moose.
Now, when you picture the X Division, you do not picture an athlete like Moose, but the one thing that Moose has is athleticism, but Ed Stone might have put a stopper there.
Go for the
Spear
cover.
from Stone.
And he hooks the leg, using the spear to his advantage. We've seen Moose pulverize a number of opponents with the very same move, but Ed Stone utilizing a bit of a quickness advantage, and now he is on the offensive.
Ed Stone pulling out that spear, shades of another former House of Harper member in the Outlaw. Harper, what does Ed Stone have to do to get the win over someone like Moose?
The worst thing he could do is get frustrated. He has to understand when you're wrestling against someone like Moose, the end of the match is not going to happen in 2 seconds. He cannot get frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that Ed Stone, a bit of a hothead, is let his temper get the best of him. Is that going to be his downfall here?
And now, look at Ed Stone. Reversal by Moose. Oh, shoulder first into the post.
And just like that, Moose takes back control. And I don't know if Moose really expected this kind of offensive resistance from Ed Stone.
Not to mention the resilience that Ed Stone has shown throughout this matchup here.
Uh-oh, what's this?
Many would argue that although Moose is part of the system with a number of other talented athletes, many would argue he is the system. He's the focal point of the system. And tonight,
oh my God,
he's looking to take down one of the rising stars, one of the hottest stars in Wildkat.
You talk about a former X Division champion. How often have you seen a man the size of Moose perched on the top rope? This is a bad place for these two men. What's going to happen? Oh, look at that, floating right into.
Are you kidding me? After a super
reversal!
How did Ed Stone find a way?
Just when I thought Moose taking back this matchup, putting it away, Ed Stone finds a way. And now both men are down.
That's pure strength right there.
Mr. Harper.
Yes, sir.
That was unbelievable. After a superplex, Ed Stone, perhaps off every ounce of instinct he had left in his body, was able to reverse into a suplex of his own. You've seen a lot from Ed Stone. Have you ever seen this amount of grit?
No, I am, be honest, I am surprised to see how strong Stone was after taking a superplex like that for someone like Moose, and to just get right back up and give Moose a suplex.
Well, speaking of back up, both of these behemoths struggle back to their feet. Sammy, this has been as hard-hitting as we could have imagined. What a performance here, though, by Ed Stone.
And talk about the definition of two heavyweights, Ed Stone, Moose, moving around like cruiserweights here. Something's got to give here. Blow after blow here from Moose. Stone is staggered.
And like you said, we could be looking at the face of Wildkat. What would it mean for Wildkat if someone like Ed Stone were able to pull off a victory tonight against an absolute star in Moose? A headbutt connects, but Moose still on his feet.
Has a big headbutt from the Stone Titan.
Oh!
A spear of his own from Moose.
No jackhammer needed.
That might be
Center of the ring, and Moose withstands Ed Stone.
And your winner, Moose.
Tonight, Moose was the better man, cutting the Stone Titan in half. But I gotta say, big ups to both these men. That was an absolute war here tonight.
No doubt about that. I believe Moose certainly never underestimates his opponents, but Ed Stone raised his game to a whole other level tonight, and it took the no jackhammer needed. A spear that has led Moose to so many titles throughout his illustrious career. That is what spelled doom for Ed Stone and victory for Moose.
And I take nothing away from Ed Stone. Moose has put so many people away with that spear. But clearly Ed Stone, I gotta believe, has earned some respect from Moose here tonight.
You can say what you want, but Stone made Moose earn that victory tonight.
He most certainly did. The future of Wildkat is certainly bright, with men like Ed Stone at the helm.
Look at that, this match started with a show of respect, and it's ending the same way. What a matchup.
Well, you have to believe, Sammy, that Moose looks in the eyes of Ed Stone and perhaps sees a little bit of himself in this young rising star.
Ed Stone, a date with destiny. Ed Stone tested himself against Moose. He didn't get the job done tonight. Will he get the job done against the Brian Kendrick?